So we only have a couple of hours today, so what we're gonna do is I would like to just get this jack plate mounted on our boat, and then also we need to make a plug for that where we took the old transducer out. So those are my two main objectives, is to get this jack plate put on the boat, and once I get the jack plate put on there, I can kind of get these bolts put on there. I'm not going to put the power pole or the Raptor on there until we get that plug made. If I get the plug made and plugged in the old transducer hole, then we'll go ahead and mount this, but we'll see, because I only have a couple hours. I'd also really like to get that ran through the boat, so we'll see. I'm gonna mount this. Once that's mounted, we'll make a plug, and then we'll see if we install that or run our wires, one or the other. Okay, that's where I kind of want this thing to go, but I need to go get a marker and mark here so I can cut that piece off. I also want to mark here and here so I can kind of grind this bottom paint off. I don't want that on the bottom paint. And then also, I'm going to go ahead and need to plug this before I install this. I'm going to mark this so I can grind that bottom paint off. And then also I need to make this plug first before I go ahead and mount this thing. So let me go ahead, go get a pin. I'm also going to get my hole saws for this, which, I mean, that's about as big as my index finger, so I don't know, maybe like 3/4 of an inch, maybe 7/8, something like that. So let me go get a hole saw that'll fit this, and then I can make a plug. We'll coat it in resin, stick that in there, and cover this thing up. All right, so that's about the same. That's gonna be a little bit smaller, but I am gonna coat this in some resin and probably some filler. This is 7/8. One is going to be just a little bit too big, so let me go ahead and get a plug with this. All I'm going to do is just take like probably a bunk, which is like 2.5, 3 inches, 2.5 maybe, and I'm going to just drill this out. The whole transom's wood, so it's not going to matter. I'm going to make it out of wood. So let me go and get me a plug made. Okay, got this all ground down over here and over there. That's all good, ready for bottom paint, because we're going to bottom paint all this black. I just didn't want that around that bracket. Now, I've already gone ahead and drilled out some wood plugs. I need to coat these in resin and make up some filler, and I'm going to just, you know, soak those in resin with filler, put tape on the back of the hole back here, send these things through, and then that will bond this up, and then I'll just kind of cover this with some resin, whatnot, because this is all going to get bottom paint, so I can basically cover this up to where I can smooth it off and make it smooth. But once it's got bottom paint on there, it won't matter. It'll look, you'll never be able to see it. So let me go ahead and mix up my resin, and I'll plug this hole here. Yeah, and then I tried to like cover it up and If you did not know about our Boaters program, you can sign up for that, and we have basically everything I know and how to do every single one of these projects that you see being done in these videos inside that Boaters program. So if you want to learn more and you want to do something like this yourself, check that out at bornagainboating.com. Talk about making a disaster. That is just all kind of, I had problems there, problems there, problems there. Whatever, it's plugged. I'm done with that. I gotta let that dry. I can't put this bracket up here. I'll cut these off. Once I get these cut off, I'm gonna run the wire from back here to the front for the jack plate. I have about 15-20 minutes so that I can do that. So yeah, I'm gonna get that pulled to the front, and that'll be it for today. This can dry tomorrow. Grind that off real quick, and then cover that with a little bit of gel coat to protect it, and then we can go ahead and put the jack plate on, no problem after that. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my deployed Gatling gun, and we're going to put the jack plate right there. So yeah, unfortunately that I mean, I could put this on there, but I don't think anybody'd know that's what that was. So the rest of these are funny, so oh well, it is what it is. I'm gonna pull this one out, abandon it, and put that there, because that has nothing to it, so it's just there. Yeah, that looks good. Jack plate there. So I'm driving, you can put this down in gear, jack plate, doot, 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 doot. Hang down, you can reach it from the handle. Yeah, that's perfect. So now I need to just kind of tie up, undo this bundle, tie up, and then these wires need to run up to it. They give you these, but I don't really like using these because they're some cheapy cheaps. They're not really heat shrinks, and yeah, these are definitely, I don't know why marine companies send you cheapy cheap stuff like this, like it's not even a heat shrink. So I'm not going to use those. I put some actual heat shrinks on there, but I need to get down here and just tie to my string. I need to get my other string out, tie it to it, because I do want to leave a string in here once we're done. My other string, I got it somewhere around here. There it is down there. So let me grab that, and I'll tie up and pull this wire up to the front, and that'll be pretty much everything I need to do. Once I get that wire up here, I can put the back plate on there. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but at least that'll be done. Okay, so that is back here. There's my wires. I gotta find out where to hide that whole loom of stuff there. I might be able to, I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that, but that's gotta be back here. This is all looking good to go. This is all ran nice and neat. It's not gonna be a problem when I put that panel there with those aluminum bars on here. Got a pull string there. That's all fixed, so this will sit down perfect. Not gonna be a problem. This wire here and my live well, I could zip tie that to make it look a little bit cleaner. Power wire, 14 pin. This is also my power wire for there, but I'd rather have a little bit of extra, and I can have this loop right here. That gives me a little bit of extra, so when we work on stuff, you can pull this stuff out. But this is all, doesn't look that pretty because I've got to clean all this up and strap it to the thing, but I'm gonna wait till I figure out what to do with that big loop there. But this can go back in here, that can kind of go back in. That's pretty much going to be it for back here, except for cleaning. Up here I have the wire ran. This is here, there's my string. I just need to pull it up into this compartment here. Once it's up in there, boom, this section can go back in. That's going to cover all that up. That wire is going to go up into the corner. I'll zip tie it so that will look clean going in there. The hose is there. Jack plate's obviously not going to stay in here, but that's going to clean it up a lot in here. And I've got just enough wire to make it up to the top and hook up to my thing. This is really coming together nice in here. So that's it for today. I got to get out of here, but you know, if I do anything else, I might put that thing right there, but I kind of need to leave. So that's it for today.